You may be curious as to why I started yet another diet. I have struggled with my weight my entire life. I've been ashamed. As a preacher, I feel like my influence is hampered, and I'm sure that it is. I really don't want to be a big fat guy. One of the reasons that I really wanted to lose weight, let me share with you a story. I was invited to do the funeral of a friend. It was in front of a massive group of people. For this person was actually the chief of police and fire chief in a local community. And the it was in a big auditorium, and the funeral directors had set up a podium at the front, up on a big stage. And right beside that was a rickety wooden chair. And when I saw that chair, I was absolutely terrified that I was going to sit in that chair and it was going to collapse under my weight. So that really caused me to want to change. And so I tried several things. I've tried Atkins. I've tried other things that have worked for a while, but then I just put the weight back on. This constant cycle of lowering calories and lowering carbohydrates and trying to exercise more just was not working for me. I would work for a real long time and I would lose some weight, sometimes tremendous amounts of weight. And then pretty soon I would cheat. And then once I cheated, it was like, might as well give up, and I would start eating just like I was before. Depression is a very difficult thing to struggle with, and I eat because I'm depressed oftentimes. So recently I went to the doctor, and my A1C was very high. It was in the excess of 8.5, which is in the type 2 diabetes range. And my doctor prescribed metformin, said that that would block the sugars in my body, but it wouldn't be a cure, and that eventually I would go from that to insulin, and from that to more insulin and more and more. And the description that she gave of diabetes is that you are going to have terrible consequences. You will probably lose your eyesight. You may lose limbs. You may lose phalanges and toes. Not a good thing. Not only that, but your liver, fatty liver disease, high blood pressure, all the things that go along with that. And it really struck home to me as I enter into almost 60 years old. And it absolutely terrified me that I would be entering into the last phase of my life with major health issues and have to become a burden on somebody to take care of me. And I don't want that to happen. So I started researching on the internet. Is there a way I can fix this? Is there a way I can change this diabetes? And I heard about Dr. Ken Berry, who is on the internet, and he wrote a book about lies that my doctor has told me. And also he recommended books by Jason Fung, who is a great writer, and he wrote a book called both The Obesity Code and The Diabetes Code. And in reading through that, I found out that basically diabetes is a dietary problem. The things that we eat and the processed foods that we as Americans have ingested over the years have made us become fatter and fatter and more diabetic. And we are in a catastrophe of people who have diabetes, not just in this country, but around the world, all from the carbohydrates that we're eating, the junk foods that are available to us, the flours that are used, and the processed sugars that are put into everything to make it taste better. And I realized that I need to get away from these processed foods. Well, Dr. Ken Berry talked about the carnivore diet and how that you just basically eat meats. And it's either beef or chicken or fish or pork or lamb. And you eat those instead of all of these carbohydrate-laden foods. There's not many carbohydrates in meat, and there's no sugar in meat. And I have found out that even though we would love to have a steak every day, we can eat hamburger. And the cheaper hamburger is actually better for you than the very lean hamburger, because the fats in the beef actually trigger us to burn the fat that we have in our bodies. I'm striving for ketosis and to stay in ketosis because actually it will burn our fat. I believe it's called autophagia, where your body starts to use its own resources instead of just striving to have sugar, 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 sugar. And every time our sugar is depleted, we become hungry and we have to eat and we graze all day. I have found that eating the meat is actually causing me to be less hungry, and I'm able to fast for periods of up to 20 hours at this point. Why did I start? I don't want to die early. Worse yet, I don't want to die having been a burden to my family and have them remember just how hard they had to work to take care of a morbidly obese person who couldn't control what he ate. So far, things are working. It's been a month, and I have enjoyed the diet, and I'm feeling better. Another reason that I'm starting this weight loss and reversal of the diabetes 2 is that I have some severe back pains, and I'm facing surgery. And I don't want to go under surgery for my back being morbidly obese. I know that it's very, very difficult to go through your therapy afterwards. Even going under anesthesia scares me at being at this weight and having the other problems, the breathing problems, the asthma, the sleep deprivation that comes with it because of the various diseases that come along with obesity. So those are the reasons. And I really struggle with not wanting to be a fat man anymore. And so I'm trying to change. And this is a way that I think I can change, and it's maintainable because after a while I can wean off of just all meat and eat a keto diet, which does include vegetables and things like that. But you know what? There are people that have been on this carnivore diet for years, 4 or 5 years, and they're just as healthy and healthier than they ever were before. So I'm asking for your prayers. I'm asking for your support to help me stay on this road to recovery, and that I will be well, and that I might even be able to inspire others to give their whole heart to turning around their diabetes. I think we can do it. It's working now. Hey, I appreciate you watching this video. If you would, please like this video and subscribe to this channel so you can keep up with my journey. God bless you and have a wonderful day. I appreciate you.